to be a professional, doesn't it?
So, right, what are you guys going to do now?
Can we try again?
Smell? No, you wouldn't know.
Yeah, you don't even know to look.
What about would feel work?
You don't know what you should be feeling up.
Yeah, fair.
Right.
He knows what he wants to feel, but that's not important right now.
That'll come later, Logan. Don't worry.
That's the spirit.
Is there in the wallet for this Vogel guy? Is there an address and ID?
Could you say that again?
Is there a driver's license, home address?
Yeah, all Vogel shit is there. He's got his driver's license, ID, house keys, car keys, everything's there.
Car keys are there.
Yeah.
So he didn't use his own car to get away.
Vogel didn't, yeah. Where's Vogel's car?
Let's
Looks
go
like
up.
he's parked here.
Yeah.
You guys go out and check the employee parking lot. You find the car. It's right there.
Can we check the car?
Yeah, you've got the keys. You open it up. You check it out. Give me a law roll to know something.
Law.
I bet you're glad you took that roll now, aren't you?
Take a tick mark next to your law, so it might go up. You know that since he's a suspect in the case and he seems to have disappeared, you're perfectly within your rights to search the crap out of his vehicle. You do so, but aside from some fast food wrappers and stuff, you don't find anything interesting in there. It looks like it's mostly clean. The spare tire is flat in the trunk, but other than that, it looks fairly well maintained. It looks like just kind of a little bit of a shoddy, but not horrible, unless it gets flat, in which case it's AAA or nothing.
Okay, so are we out of earshot of the director at this point because we're on the lot?
Yes, you are now by yourselves clustered around the car. You see the director. You looked out, like, should I go out? You look back toward the map room. He's like, oh, go back. He seems a bit panicked.
Okay, I don't trust that Fogel actually did this because he would have. All of his stuff is in his locker. Would he have really just left all of that in there if he was really the culprit here?
Yeah, I mean, I would at least want my license with me in case I got pulled over.
Unless he purposely left it behind. So we think that.
I mean, that's possible, but I suspect that someone made him leave.
Possibly.
Someone could have taken him out.
Literally.
Could have been blackmailed. Yeah, or literally taken him out.
Well, if he was blackmailed, then wouldn't he have gotten his stuff?
He may have been told to leave everything behind. We don't know.
That's possible.
Yeah, no, you're on the right track, Monk.
Are there any cameras?
All this is extremely suspicious to me too.
Are there cameras in the parking lot?
No.
No, they have.
Alright, what about nearby cameras in the vicinity?
Nothing pointed this way.
Of course there isn't. There never is.
Wait, if they have 10-second loop set up, wouldn't he have had to have some knowledge in computer use?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's a god, I would hope so.
And they would have had access to the museum to film it.
Yeah.
Did you take a look at the guest book by any chance?
They would need to prepare that video. You know, I mean, you're not going to shoot the 10-second loop and then go in and change the tape or is it okay? I'm going to make an electronics roll on that. Is it possible to do that immediately? Is it possible to do that on the spot, or would that take preparation?
On this system, it's possible to do it on the spot because it's like it's not really a tape. It's like a computerized recording. So yeah, they just put it on and then did. Now, of course, whoever did it had to be good at computers.
Yeah.
Right.
And they're also working from outside the wall. And
outside the wall.
Yeah.
And we locate the point of entry.
Yeah, you go over. It's behind a dumpster.
Behind find a dumpster.
Wait, we had to move a dumpster to get at that brick?
It looks as though the dumpster is just far enough away from the brick that you could be back there, and it also looks like some pallets and stuff are artfully kind of stacked to further block off the view, as though they were being thrown away, although this place has really no need of anything on pallets coming in or going out. So your guess is somebody arranged the dumpster at some point, so they had like a little cave to work in.
Right.
And there's all kinds of stone fragments laying, like somebody dug it out, and there's also like some grease and stuff on it.
Okay, I fumbled my tracking, so if there are any tracks, I wiped them out.
Yeah, you don't like a mess, so you clean it up. Good.
Do you want a reroll for that there?
Why?
Wait, can someone else try tracking?
You find the rock has carefully left some good footprints for you.
That's what I'm saying. Do you want a reroll?
I have a pretty good tracking, can I?
You can't, because I just fumbled, which means I did something really stupid when I was trying to track him. And sure, I'll trade you a round revision for that, Alex.
Sure. 11, can you put us back on
Yeah.
on the thing? Reroll.
Yeah, you're gonna find Liz in your hand. Every now and then you'll want to check your cards because they'll keep going up. And just the main thing is make sure you don't have any reds, and then reduce down to 4.
Oh, I have a red.
Which one?
Discard all your. Oh no.
Well,
Do the gods hate you?
yeah.
Is it hate or despise?
No, it's hate.
Then you just get rid of everything and draw 4 new ones. Easy peasy.
Okay, so I made my tracking roll this time.
Oh, there's really no tracks. Whoever did this was very careful. It looks like they dug out, judging by the signs and stuff here, it looks like they dug out the brick. It may have taken more than one night. You don't know. But they dug out the brick, possibly using.
All right, so I draw 4 cards.
That's right. Yeah, if you got God's hate instead of God's despise, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we might want to canvass the neighborhood and see if anybody heard something.
Can I go back into the museum and take a look at the guest book? Do any of the names appear more than once over, let's say, a week or 2?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yes, it is. Several. But give me a history roll half when you look at it, Freddie.
Okay.
My God. You realize that one prominent Sleestack who was working as the president's aide was actually in here at one point and signed in.
All right, you two. I walk back to them. It seems like we're dealing with interdimensional traveling Sleestack.
Officer, if you want to take the guest book, we can do without it for a while. Just bring it back when you're done with it.
Can I try history with it?
You did.
I think you already did.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
At that point, if we're taking it, I'm going to give it a shot. I'm not going to make it, but yeah.
Cool.
we'll take
I can
the next
try.
one then.
Yeah, he gives you the book, you put it in the evidence bag.
No, it's at half you need. And you already made the roll.
Oh.
Yeah, if you already make the roll, then and you try it and you're able to try it again, then the roll gets harder. So in this case, you'd need to actually make it at a quarter, which is super low. But no worries. There's multiple ways. Fortunately, if you fail a roll, that doesn't mean you'll never learn information. You just have to go at it a different way.
We may want to take this back to the prison, get a historian to take a look at it, or someone who deals with bureaucracy. They may find a pattern that we missed.
Logan, is that meta? We know we're making history rolls. Would we?
Yeah, he would probably, instead of history, just be like, we should give this
Bureaucracy, yeah.
figure out something.
Yeah.
Or pull up all the names and check and see who they are.
Yeah, that's what I was doing in the first place. And I didn't
Yeah,
find
okay,
it.
yeah, got it.
Maybe someone else will know. Okay, anything else we need to do here?
We interviewed everybody at the scene. We've
Are
collected
there
all
any
the
other
evidence.
rooms?
I
Possibly.
take a card. I'd forgotten to mention that. No, the only main rooms are like, I'm sure that they have like janitor's closet, and you check all that shit. You check all the obvious places. If this guy, because it definitely doesn't sit well with you that somebody could mysteriously disappear. I mean, the only other thing they've got like is the restrooms. You check those, nobody's in there, and like a really small janitor's closet. Other than janitorial supplies for keeping this place spotless, there's nothing interesting in there either. But how somebody could mysteriously disappear?
I want to go to like the nearby local stores and other businesses and say, hey, have you
Wait.
seen this man?
Freddie
Can I
suddenly
check for
walks
blood?
out the
Can I
door.
check for remnants of blood?
You don't see any blood around. You could
Yeah,
spray
but,
luminol everywhere, I guess.
Yeah. Oh,
That-
well, if
that
you
was-
said, I
that
guess
was-
probably not, but...
Go ahead and give me, well, you spray luminol and then you have to, you get all the curtains closed, get the lights down, and then turn on a black light. You do find like one itty bitty little bit, and it's near that really weird display case thing, the really big, thick one that I showed you on the picture. Here, I'll put it back.
Yeah, the Whiskey Rebellion map that was in.
It's near this display case here.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, I see that there. Let's get a sample of that just in case.
A.
Good call.
Yeah. And,
He told you to take a card, by the way. So there you
Oh,
go.
okay.
So you get another one.
mhm. You do notice that that thing is apparently hinged as well. That big.
Oh, I
thing.
have a play immediately card.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. Come on!
What?
What'd you get?
The gods despise you.
Well,
Well, it's easy. Cool.
Well,
Just throw out all the cards, and you're good.
So you oh no, not on this table.
Oh, hold on. Let me move
Yeah,
you back to the other
yeah.
thing. There you go.
Well, yeah, you just learned how to do card play.
Mm,
Woohoo.
yeah,
Making it
she's
up to
excited.
Yang today.
welcome to the game, Liz.
Yay. She is thrilled.
Yeah, so I'm just canvassing nearby stores.
I'll get back to you, Freddie. That takes
Okay.
some time. I want to see what the other two get up to in the meantime. And I'll put you back. Cool.
Sweet.
Did we spray the hinges for blood too?
Yeah, I believe we sprayed everywhere, didn't
She
we?
sprays the hinges. Yeah, there's no blood on the hinges and stuff.
Do the hinges look like they were disturbed?
They've got wet luminol dripping off of them.
Yeah, I know. Are there locks on the display cases?
No. These display cases, oddly, when I say hinged, I'm not talking about like a little itty bitty thing on top. It looks like the entire lid is hinged.
Right.
Huh. So, can we check just outside the door? I want to check around where the missing person would have been.
Outside of which door?
Outside of the door of the map room?
Sure. Okay, you go over there. It pretty much it goes like map room, door, short hallway, another door, and then you have a choice between going outside or going into a security room.
Alright, so where would our missing person have been?
It could be anywhere.
Okay. Then yeah, I check right outside the door and around the security room. Those are the two most likely places where he would have been.
Are you doing
For
luminol?
luminol.
Okay.
I'm thinking someone might have taken him out and then discarded the body and then later cleaned up the blood.
I like your thinking. I would like to point out that the little itty bitty spot of blood you caught was so small that you wouldn't have seen it with the naked eye, but when you spray luminol on it, make it all dark, and use a black light, it went, you were like, wah! I mean, it could have been like a nosebleed or something like that, but it's a really small drop.
All right.
But yeah, you don't find anything outside of the map room, which is weird because you think that I mean, if you're going to carry out a body, you literally have to walk by the security room, and they've got like a big window so they can watch people coming in and out. I mean, the window, I guess you could drag the body on the carpet, and because the window, you've got like a few feet. So if you were to crawl by the window, you could do that, but then you'd have to drag the body, and that would scuff up the carpet, and the carpet doesn't look scuffed up.
All right. So if they would have taken him out in any way, it wouldn't have been through any violent means. It was probably chloroform or something similar.
It still leaves you with the problem of dragging the body.
Yeah, unless it was somebody strong and they did a firearms carry, which would be really difficult when you've got a map with you.
Well, plus, if you're going to fireman's carry somebody, the body itself might ride high enough that the people sitting in the room would see it go by.
Right, so you're saying that there were people sitting in the room and nobody could come in and out unless they crouched under the window?
Yeah, if people were in the room, they could have like all gone out or whatever. You don't know.
Right, okay.
How about does sound carry through these walls?
Not very well at all.
All right, so
You
if
can
anything
yell and
had
scream.
happened, it could have possibly been obscured via the walls.
All right, I called the station, tell them to have some uniforms, canvass the neighborhood for anybody who might have heard strange sounds. We're looking for, masonry, but don't tell them that, obviously.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Are we done here?
I think I'd like to take a sample of that blood from the.
Sure. It's got luminol on it, so you can get a type off of it, a blood type, but DNA might be a bit iffy.
All right, then we can attempt for DNA.
No problem. You carefully collect and bag it. No worries. You stand up near the large display case thing. You're not sure why they are so large. Everything else is a flat drawer except for those.
Was anything in those display cases taken?
In which display cases?
The ones that you keep mentioning are different from.
You don't know. You've never opened them.
We never opened those display cases.
No.
Okay, well.
Let's open them!
Cool. There's a dead body inside of it. That's what it is there.
Did we...
Look, and we said we checked all the drawers in the display case. We said that at the beginning, and that was the first thing we did.
No, you said
we
checked all these drawers in the display. These are the drawers you checked.
We said we checked all the drawers in the display case.
No.
So I'm guessing that this is our missing person then?
Yeah, that turns out to be the security guard. The guy who met you for this whole thing looks like he's going to be ill. It appears that he has been strangled.
Strangulation, okay.
All
right.
Your guess would be something thin. Freddie, give me a luck roll real quick. Cool. You're sitting there talking to some guy. He's like giving you free coffee, and he's like, when I was a kid, all this was fields and stuff. And you're like, that was damn good coffee. Unfortunately, you're not finding anything useful to the case, but damn.
Yeah, I'm just doing the whole. Have you seen anyone?
Oh, yeah.
Where the dumpster was, blah blah blah, all that.
Yeah, nobody's seen shit. This is not a residential neighborhood, so.
All right. So obviously we call the coroner to get COD and all that stuff.
Yeah, no problem. Let's see. Also, he has a discolored mark on his belt near the right-hand side.
Right hand side. Did he have anything on his belt? It's possible someone could have taken his weapon from him, or a key set, or something.
You're thinking, looking at the armed security guards, once again, you're correct. It appears to have been a key set. These guys are all unarmed.
Mm-hmm.
So you got an air card, so good for you. All right. Hey. So no worries. You guys are pretty confident you've now found everything here. Freddie eventually comes back. He shows him finishing up his coffee cup.
I'll bring like each of them a cup of coffee as well.
Ah,
Hey,
that's
Liz,
nice.
I'm glad you're with us. We would have missed that dead body otherwise.
Hey!
That would have been atrocious.
Yeah.
That's why the smell roll. People shit
Right.
themselves after they die. So.
Oh
Yeah.
boy, that's fun.
Oh yeah. I remember my first autopsy was like at 13 years old that I got to watch.
Oh,
Definitely smell that sticks
that's
with you.
wonderful, Logan.
Yep, that's fun.
I had an unusual education.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Um,
isn't death also the highest time of arousal or something?
Not for the corpse.
Oh my god.
Oh, Freddie,
Oh,
he was strangled to death.
Anyway, moving on.
Lansbury,
No,
he was strangled to death.
Yep. Okay. Yep. He was strangled to death.
I started looking for blue paint.
You've got some in your pocket. Or no, you
I
don't.
just-
Sorry, you don't. Oh, I'm sorry. You're in a different body again.
I'm in a different body. Yeah, I just start looking. I start kind of patting myself down. There's got to be blue paint somewhere. There isn't.
Yeah, you're not sure if his last words were "call me daddy" or something. You don't know.
Okay. Well, can we get an approximate time of death?
That's
There'll be a corner thing.
Okay,
We'll have to
cool.
bring a thermometer, get a liver temp, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we'll wait for them to arrive and
No problem. Yeah, apparently discretion's now gone. As soon as it turns into bodies popping up and stuff, then discretion goes bye-bye. And the guys,
we've been
there
having
goes the yellow tape and the whole
Yeah.
smack and the guards.
Yeah.
People
Oh,
guard
yeah.
the crime scene and
the guy who brought you in is not a happy fucking camper, but there's nothing he can do about it.
I mean, there's a dead body and what do you want us to do about it?
Yeah.
I attempt to comfort the director.
You stroke his bald head and tell him it'll be okay. I don't know. How are you comforting him?
I just give him a meaningful look and say, if you want to leave the scene,
You draw a map for him.
you're welcome to.
I need to. I'm going to sit down for a while, but I need to begin damage assessment and stuff.
Yeah, it's a pretty grisly scene, and we're used to this, but I'm sure you aren't. So,
Fortunately, the dead body's not quite enough to make anybody make a sandy roll. It's rather. It's not like he was disemboweled and his guts used for Christmas. Or
What was actually
Yeah.
supposed to be in that display case?
Nothing. That's one of the weird things about it. There was literally nothing in there.
okay.
Why would you have a
Before-
display case if you're not going to display anything in it?
No,
Because the top, you can put it on the top, and it looks rather neat on
Oh.
top.
yeah, I didn't get that before. You were talking about the hinges and the whole thing comes up, and I thought you were talking about the glass, not the.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
why
I
that's
thought
why I
so.
went back to it a few times just to.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't. I just totally didn't understand.
We're not there eventually, it's fine.
Yeah. No problem. You guys are, as I said, convinced that you've discovered everything of interest here.
Okay.
Although the problem that you've got now is that you're pretty sure with your earlier evidence analysis rolls that only one of the maps stolen is of any interest, and the
Yeah.
rest may have been camouflage.
Mhm.
But which one?
The county of King James, Virginia, maybe.
Yeah, that's probably the good guess. According to that, the information on that, as you know, it's County of King James, 1794. It's the only known copy, but it's not nearly the most valuable thing here. According to the guy who invited you into the case, it's worth about $200,000. The map is on permanent loan from the Bray family. It was donated by a guy named Hollis Bray about 50 years ago. He's long dead. but the Bray family still owns it. It's just let here in perpetuity.
I just spelled Bray, B-R-A-Y. Or...
Yep.
I don't think he's a suspect. It was 50 years ago. That'd be one hell of a cold case.
What am I going to tell the Bray family about their map? He says, well, I hope you can recover our property.
Well, we can talk to the Bray family. Do you have an address for them?
He gets it for you.
Okay. All right. I think we're done here. What do you think, Detective?
Freddie, you get a pager goes off, and you're looking at it going, who the fuck uses it?
It's one of these prehistoric things. All right, what's it say?
It's got a number on it.
Be honest with me. Do you deal drugs on the side? Because only people who sell drugs have pagers anymore.
She's going to fit in just fine.
I told you.
A telephone number or?
Yeah. You think so? You're not that familiar with it.
Call the number.
Oh, it's the police department. They brought in the R2 guards.
Thank you. Why?
Because I told them to bring him to the station.
We were told to by the lady you work with.
Yes, of course. My mistake. Thank you for telling me.
Certainly.
I'll be there soon.
Okay.
I hang up.
What was that about?
The guards are at the station.
Oh, we don't want to keep them waiting.
Yeah, let's get going then.
Okay.
No problem. You get to watch them interview the guards. The first thing that they do is they keep them in separate rooms and shit. And by the time you get there, they've been sweating for like a half an hour or whatever. And they seem pretty. Give me empathy rolls as you're interviewing the guards. I'm just doing everything at once as their stories are rather similar.
Quarter.
Yeah.
Success!
They seem super nervous. Both of these guys, by the way, work.
Is it occurring when we ask specific questions?
No, just nervous. As soon as
general.
you get there, they're already nervous. Super nervous. Both these guys have been working there more than 10 years.
Okay.
All right.
How long has Vogel been working?
Over 10.
Over 10, the whole thing, yeah, okay.
Cool.
So, are they aware of the situation? Do they know exactly why they're here and exactly what happened?
Yes, Vogel disappeared, and so we're here.
Right.
The guy you're interviewing, his name is Fred Johnson. He nods. He's like, "See, I'm on it." These guys do not appear to be the sharpest tools in the shed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Should we tell them about...
Tell me what, he says.
Do you know anyone who would want to harm Mr. Vogel?
Only his wife. He's been married for 20 years, so there's probably plenty of good reason to do it.
Has he been involved in any problems, any money problems, anything like that?
No, not that he's mentioned. He still owes me $20 from the game. Yeah.
Has he been acting suspiciously in any ways during these past few days, weeks, or months?
No. Should he be?
Well, he might be a suspect, so we're just curious if he had any unusual changes in his behavior.
No. Same old Vogel.
Sorry. Did you hear anything strange last night?
No.
Did you smell
He seems
anything?
freaked out by the question, though.
All right, guys. Did you hear a loud clunk?
Did you hear screams?
I got
Screams? What? No. He looks super scared.
I didn't hear anything.
Oh, everybody give me a smell roll.
Smell?
Yay.
Hey.
Hey, be sure to put the check mark.
Okay.
Both of these guys, for those who have noses, kind of have like a little bit of cheap perfumey type smell, cigarette smoke smell, and like alcohol smell on them.
Sir, did you happen to be drinking at all last night?
He just gapes at you and he goes, no.
Sir,
Empathy. I made empathy at a quarter before, so.
Yeah, he is absolutely terrified for some reason.
Sir?
Okay, guys, come out with it. You weren't on. You obviously. No, that's meta. Oh, I didn't do this. Okay.
Yeah, let her question him. She's doing good.
Yeah, she is.
Sir, I need you to tell the whole truth here. Did you or did you not get intoxicated last night? And were you at your post the entire time?
He turns pale when you say the second part of your sentence. Of course I was, he says.
Look at that look.
I gave him the look.
Give me an intimidation
We all
roll.
give him the look. He's so obviously lying.
Everybody give me intimidation rolls as you guys go. Freddie is wow.
Yeah.
Even though the Kate is supposed to be intimidating, her dice hate her, and
I pound my fist on the table. Damn it,
he jumps a
man.
good foot.
Yeah.
We just stepped out for a minute or two, to get the night air.
How long were you out, approximately?
Just a short time. We're patrolling the outside of the building. Yes.
Alright, if you were patrolling the outside of the building, then did you happen to notice anything by the dumpster?
No. He seems confused and baffled.
Mm-hmm.
The other guy doesn't.
I continue to.
The other guy's sticking to his story of we didn't go anywhere, but this guy is cracked, and he's like now he's making it sound like they get out and hike around the building, which.
Alright, did you happen to leave the premises at any point?
Only to go around the building, says the one guy, and the other guy's like, we never leave the premises. That's forbidden.
Mm-hmm. So, if you go to any local bars, they can corroborate your story that you weren't there last night.
He looks as though he's going to shit himself. Freddie, I know, or actually, Freddie and Rock, you guys have, are you climatized to Chicago?
Yeah. Chicago? Let me check. Yeah, I'm acclimatized to Shimmer, Chicago.
Give me a streetwise roll at Fulton. Liz, you can try it half, because climatization means that you've spent enough time in an area to really know about it.
Okay.
Freddie, you know that 5 blocks away from where they work is a strip club.
Oh, God. And that would be where the perfume smell came from. So, to get more specific here, did you happen to go to any strip clubs last night?
Well, yeah, actually, you didn't make your streetwise, so you don't know, because you need to make it half.
Oh.
So you don't know that. Freddie's just smiling as though he found a cookie in his pocket.
I would say, so visit any nice smelling establishments?
No.
You're not having an affair on your wife or anything, are you?
Both the guys to that question look very confused.
What are you thinking? What are you thinking, Lansbury?
Well, I know there's a very lovely establishment with some very nice ladies not too far away.
Don't be coy. What do you mean?
Well, there's a strip club maybe about 5 blocks.
I give the guy the most menacing look. Pig.
He looks terrified. Absolutely terrified.
Pig.
Your guys are guessing that if you were to go review the tapes, it may or may not show something there.
I thought we did review the tapes.
No,
Yeah.
Strip club?
Oh, the
at the
strip club,
strip
right. Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say They don't have tape. They don't have a camera in the security guard office, but maybe they fucking should.
Alright, so you left Vogel alone in the museum while the two of you went and got drunk and had your face full of titties. Is that what I'm understanding?
They both hotly deny this, although they're really bad at it.
I keep giving them the look that a woman gives when she knows that they're dirty, dirty, nasty boys, and she hates them.
Alright,
They stick to their story, even though you can tell it's just not holding up.
Alright, we should probably go to this strip club and see what we can find out.
what time did you leave?
We didn't, says the one. The other one's like, we
Listen
only
here.
walked around the building, and
Alright, should I just go out there as to what happened?
what?
Just tell them.
Sir, your
What?
coworker Freddie was found dead last night.
They both
If
react
you
in deep
continue
shock.
to hide this, then you're not only hiding evidence of the burglary that happened, you're also hiding evidence from murder. So please, tell us what happened.
Roll intimidation at plus 10%. You're getting 5 from good reason, 5 from Rock just looking menacing, nothing from Freddie, who looks as though he is the kind of guy who gets pushed around all the time, and even the hook hand isn't helping.
At 10%? How do I do that?
Oh, plus 10%.
Plus 10?
Just roll it and we'll add the 10.
Yeah.
that's fine,
There's
don't worry.
stuff you can do.
Frick.
No,
Alright, we
you're
failed. We failed.
Frick!
Alright.
They just they lawyer up at this point. They're like, oh, we better get our lawyers. Yeah, we want lawyers. Yeah, the free
I'm
ones, you
gonna
know.
turn to Rock and say, you might want to get some paperwork for obstruction of justice ready.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're terrified, but they want lawyers
Yeah.
because they're totally not scared of Freddie. In fact, they want to cuddle with Freddie because they see him as a warm, approachable person when he's trying to be terrifying.
On my boss's lead, I go and try and find the correct form.
Sure, give me a bureaucracy roll. God damn, there's a lot of paperwork to being a cop. It just shows you standing in front of like this huge mountain of paperwork going, ah.
One moment. I need.
You pull out some random papers. This will do just as good as the others, you guys. It's complicated.
1040. This is what he needs.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I come back with a tax form.
They look scared, but they keep demanding a lawyer.
Oh,
All
you're
right, so
gonna-
obstruction, right?
Yeah.
Fill an obstruction under number of dependents and stuff.
I start writing meaningfully.
Okay,
Actually,
no problem.
Actually, I don't even have to act. I think this is the thing. So.
No problem. Yeah. You can tell you guys are not going to get anything else out of that.
Yeah.
And everybody give me law rolls.
Yeah, they've loaded up. It's the end of the line right now.
Fun.
Fail.
Do we all?
You-
Okay.
Yeah, Bill.
Hey!
All right.
The only person who knows about law, she's like, we should leave now because if we continue talking,
Yeah.
prejudice the case. And you guys are like, oh.
Yeah, we'll
And
leave
Rock-
them. Just do it.
Phone books. Are we supposed to put them up against them and punch the phone book really hard? And you know,
I am not saying that.
no, but you're thinking, isn't that part of it? I saw that in a Hammer thing or something, you know?
Yeah, pillowcase full of doorknobs. Got it.
Right.
All right. So I'm assuming this took a couple hours. Is the coroner done with his report?
Yeah, the guy died at around 3 a.m. Plus or minus an hour. Either side.
Strangulation, cause of death.
With a cord or something very thin like that.
Or okay.
Liz, don't play on your phone or I'll freak out.
Okay.
Did you check what that stain was on the belt?
Yeah, that is something we should check.
You already figured that out. It's the discoloration mark from where they normally hang their keys, so the keys are missing now.
Okay.
All right.
All right. We get the film from the strip club just to get these guys in trouble.
No problem. It just shows the guys with money go, woo! Yeah, no problem. Yeah.
Okay.
How old even are they?
They're in their 50s, on the downhill side of 50s.
Also, just for completeness, I'm gonna call the director's wife and ask, has he been home at X time?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, she vouches. They got an adult kid that lives with them. He vouches. The dog barks. The phone. Everybody seems happy.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So the prints, the hair, is the lab done with those?
No.
No. Okay. How long does it usually take in this time period for a DNA check?
DNA? Weeks.
Weeks. Yeah. That's what I thought.
Yeah, in real life,
2
it
weeks.
actually takes like months, sometimes a year.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's going to take a while. So there's no way to match the hair.
Well, if you've got
there's
a
no
if you've
DNA
got a
database in this
sample
time
to
period either.
compare it to, then they can tell you pretty quick whether it will match or not.
Right. Right. So we should go around with tweezers, guys.
Right. What do you guys do now?
Well, let's get samples of the guard's hair.
Okay.
I mean, it's not them, but let's just be thorough about that.
Okay. Oh, the two living guards, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
No problem. Yeah. You end up going through paperwork in order to compel evidence, etc., and then get samples of their hair. No problem. Yeah. What do
We
you
should
do
probably
next?
check out that family that had donated the map.
Sure.
Sure.
Cut to the family that donated the map. You guys go visit the Braves. Everybody give me appraisal rolls.
Appraisal?
Uh-huh. Money means nothing to you. Or rock. But Freddie, he doesn't even know what it is. So, yeah, she's wearing simple clothes and stuff. And she says, oh, hi. After you guys introduce yourself, what do you want to tell her why you're here?
Hello, ma'am. We're here to inform you that one of the maps that you donated to the museum has been stolen, and we want to ask about the type of maps it was, as well as possible motives for stealing.
Well, I have no idea. And nobody has even thought about the items my grandfather gave to the library all those years ago in a long time. My family came from that part of Virginia. Give me empathy rolls as you guys dig through and she figures out which map it is.
Half.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right. Freddie and Rock are like thinking she seems pretty fucking laid back about 200 grand going walkabout. Pretty laid back. I want you just to imagine in your own life what 200,000 going walkabout of your money would mean to your mental column.
What's her house look like?
It's got a bunch of fancy looking shit in it, but yeah, you don't have any idea what it's worth. She says, well, okay, I'm sure that you'll recover at some point. I've got something, that may end up helping, if that would be any help. She says, here it is. Here's some old notebooks. Our family's been very proud of our ability to give back to the community. And we've kept pictures with that sort of things. Maybe these would be of some assistance. I'd like them back after you're done with them, of course, but if you want to borrow them, that's fine.
I see you've done quite well for yourself. What sort of business are you in?
Oh, my grandfather got into steel just before World War II.
Steel, you say? Okay.
What kind of notebooks are these, Logan? Are they just paper snippets or what?
Yeah, newspaper clippings and stuff. You can see pictures of them.
Yeah.
Scrapbooks.
Yeah, scrapbooks. People always be scrapbooking and shit.
How did your grandfather come into possession of the map?
I have no idea. Anything else I can help with?
Are there any legends or lores connected to the map that you know of?
I have no idea about that, no.
Do you know anything about the Whiskey Rebellion at all? Anything that might
She
Call
rolls
someone.
her US history and goes, there was a rebellion over whiskey? Was that related to Prohibition?
Do we want to come inside instead of standing at the doors, guys?
I thought we were inside.
Yeah, you're sitting around in her living room and stuff. Everything's
Yeah.
comfortable.
Okay.
All right. Well, yeah. If you don't mind us taking the books,
Enjoy.
we'll bring them back as soon as we're done with them.
Anything to help out the police? Sure.
If you think of anything else, please call the precinct. Let us know why somebody would want to take the map.
Wait,
You
you
have a
said
card?
there was a couple of objects donated to the library as well.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they should be in the books, she says.
All right.
They're
Thank you.
donated to various libraries around the world.
All right. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, I just say, just call the local precinct and leave a message for Detective Lansbury.
All right. She shows you guys out. You have more shit. Cool.
Okay. And I'd like to be able to. We're out of your shot, right?
You guys go back in the car. Oh, by the way, who's the driver? Oh, Freddie is. Freddie, give me your driving medium land modern vehicle.
All right, now before I do this, am I a half for being one-handed? Quote unquote one-handed.
It's a automatic.
Okay.
If it's a manual, yes.
Yeah, there we go.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah. We'd need probable cause, but I'd love to get a hair sample.
From her?
For now, we should probably look through the book.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Certainly, the only interesting stuff of the books are what's in the pictures that are pictured. So, good luck.
So really blurry.
Yes, but
All
don't
right,
worry, it's
zoom
been
in.
tested on another group, so I know that you'll be able to figure it out.
Why did they make these
Right.
newspapers so small? Is it something like Smurf Village or something that printed them?
Don't you dare bring Smurfs into this. I know you have an obsession.
Oh, you have no idea.
Yeah, you don't know yet,
I
but you're
look shifty as
starting to find out.
fuck.
Should I try history to see if I can?
No rolls needed. It's all visual.
Way
Yeah.
back.
He's a
Research.
All right.
he's a kind. Okay, go ahead.
Well, I mean, didn't they used to use magnifying glasses to read this stuff back in the day?
Oh no, the newspapers are normal size. It's just the handouts are small, but you're not expected to be able to read the actual article. Just
Just that
Just
anything.
the pictures. Okay.
Okay.
Well, then
so
let's flip through.
what
no, I
numbers
mean-
on that.
right there. What you see is what you get.
Okay. Yeah, we kind of blew it telling her the painting was stolen. The map was stolen because we probably should have gotten an alibi from her.
Oh.
It's okay.
I don't think she doesn't strike me as the kind of person to get her hands dirty.
Everyone's a suspect.
Yeah, and let's
And it
be
was a
meta for a
garage, so it
second.
doesn't take-
And in these kinds of stories, it's always the person you least expect. She's definitely suspicious.
Well, also, if she wanted that map back, she could have just said, "I want my family's map back," and they go, "Here you go."
What kind of insurance? Did
You have no idea.
Okay.
You have no idea.
Can I research that?
You'd probably have to go back to the original building and ask them.
Okay. Did the okay, so right, got it.
Can
Yeah,
anyone
you
tell
have
me
no
what
idea.
that word is?
Insurance. You'd have to
I
go back in,
can't.
but Freddie's definitely already driven away. So
I can't read this word. What is this word?
I don't know. The words are not important.
Oh, the word's
Greenback's
not.
police
Looks like with
research
Okay.
with
his
his
wallet and his
his words.
word.
Is this the map, Logan, that was supposed to? Okay.
Yeah, that is in fact the map that is also missing. Yes,
Right, and she could have just asked
And
for it.
who is this? I'm assuming
The
this
old
is
dude?
Ray. That's probably
according to
Ray.
the article, that's the guy who actually donated the map back in the old days.
Yeah.
And this is the same dude.
Yeah, I think so.
If she stole anything, it's because she found out about the maps and found something more valuable. Can we? Do we have cause enough to check our bank records?
No.
No, I didn't think so. Yeah.
All right. Have
You
you
don't
flipped
make
through
it.
the entire book?
Yeah, no. What you see on the screen is what you see. That's it.
Yeah, nothing else is important other than what you see there.
Okay, guys. So who do we think?
They had
Alright,
a
who are
big
these?
family history of philanthropy and
Who are
shit.
these other people in the photo?
Yeah, that's
We
a
know
good
this is
question.
probably Gray. This
Oh.
might be the museum owner.
I zoomed in a bit.
Yeah,
It
they're
looks like it's
years ago,
unimportant.
someone
right,
being
Logan?
awarded
Oh, okay.
something.
That's 50
Yeah.
years ago, right? Logan, the papers.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
It
those
looks
guys
like
are
they're being
probably all
awarded
dead.
something.
Cool. Yeah, they're giving awards like thank you for being a good philanthropist. Here's a certificate showing that you're a wonderful human being.
Oh,
Like,
we forgot.
Hey,
Uh,
Liz,
Yeah?
We
you should check
forgot
your
to.
cards.
My cards? Yeah, I
Check
did.
your cards.
I have been.
Okay, you've got training time. You want to play that.
and
Oh.
you got 5 cards.
Okay.
So first go down to 4, and then you can play training times or whatever neat shit.
Can we go back to the present? We forgot to give
There
the
we go.
best
You can
book
check in
to
any normal
someone.
skill, not that okay, cool.
What was that, Freddie?
The guest book. We need to have someone see if they can find
I think I'm
any
gonna take a check in biology.
correlations with the names or whatever.
Okay, no problem. The different cop work on it, and they say, this is interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm going
Why?
to tell you what this is in a second.
Hold up. I'm gonna delete all of the stuff that's here.
No, don't delete. It stays
Don't?
there.
Delete what?
Oh.
What are you
Never
talking
mind.
about?
Never
The
mind.
cards stay where they are.
Let's
And we
see.
can put that there. There you go.
One of the names in this book, I mean, because there's several illegible names as well. One of the names in this book is René Duché.
And why is that interesting?
René Duché was a French resistance fighter back during the war,
Which war?
World War II.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How many times does that name appear?
Once.
What date?
2 weeks before the thing you're investigating.
Right.
Okay. We got a picture of that, right?
A picture of what?
The signature. We just,
Oh, sure.
In case we need to do handwriting analysis.
Okay. It's not enough for a good sample, but yes, he makes several pictures for you and gives them to you.
Okay. Well, that's odd. Somebody was using an alias.
So 2 weeks ago, is there a date, like a time?
Yeah, it was during normal business hours when people
Alright,
are allowed
let's
to
go
come in.
back and review the tapes. If they go back 2 weeks.
They go back 3 days.
3 days?
Mhm.
These people in the security system are
One moment. I'm gonna get the charger for my Chromebook.
Don't worry. Do they have, like, a tape archive where they keep recording?
No, they record over it.
Alright, this museum is fucking useless.
No, it's like, what is this, 80s technology we're talking about, Logan? Or is
No,
it
it's 2000.
Year 2000.
Okay.
They're just really bad at security here, but you're guessing that it's all going to change.
Yeah, okay.
That's freaking terrible. Okay.
So we have someone.
All right. I'm going
He
to go
was,
to...
he was a resistance fighter, you said? René Duché?
Famous.
I'm going to go to the computer and just look up. What was the woman's name again? The one we interviewed?
Something Gray.
Margaret Bray.
Margaret Bray, yeah.
Margaret Bray. All right. I'm going to just look at public records.
Certainly. Give me a computer usage roll since it's your first time using the computer this adventure. You managed not to break it. Cool. Go ahead and give me a research roll as you check out her. Also, you can check her. You don't find anything useful in public records, but you can see if she has like criminal history and stuff because you have cop computer. She has no criminal history.
Guys, could you come help me? I
Yes,
Of course.
I will computer it.
Cool. You other two, please give me computer usage rolls. Freddy appears to know how to use the computer
I
freakishly
upgraded to
well.
Windows 10.
Oh,
However,
no.
Kate's computer goes, and it looks like the screen has turned blue and a bunch of semi-random text has appeared, and then her power goes out and a small wisp of steam appears above the computer.
Skull gif, skull gif.
And then the skull gif
Bullshit.
appears. It's probably due to some evil hacker somewhere. So, Freddie, you find out that she's done various like minor charitable things, like help worked in the soup kitchen, et cetera, but not nearly as much as her grandfather did back in the days when he was like, "I'm rich and therefore I wish to immortalize myself. I will build an air wing onto this library. I don't care if they need it or not. Destroy those poor people's homes. Nobody cares about them. I'm naming this wing Bray." Because, that's how they roll back in the day.
Then should we check out the Bray Wing?
Of the library?
Possibly. Probably not.
Hold on one sec, sorry. Ignore that. Wrong button.
You are absolutely safe. There is no danger anywhere to be found. You're at the
You're
station.
thinking somebody may be stealing the last donut. It shows Freddy going, am I in danger? And it shows like some guy at the main police walk-in thing, and he goes, "Sarah Connor, is she here? Can I visit her?"
I'll be back.
All right, I'm back.
I'll be back.
He's like, I
So
feel nervous.
I half heard what you said. So she's well off and she is.
Seems to be.
Okay.
Single, well off.
No criminal record.
None.
Okay. If she's done it, she's got an accomplice probably. Doesn't sound like she's, which is definitely possible. I'm
Hey, do we know
wondering
what
how we find suspects here.
Well,
Is it possible? Is there possible rope burn on the hands of the culprit because of the strangulation and how thin the tool used was?
Wow, I'm giving her a couple of cards for this fucker. Yeah. Okay, give me a spy lore roll.
Spy lore?
Sure.
Okay.
Can we all do that?
Yes, she said out loud, so you guys are thinking about it.
Nope.
The Rock goes.
Oh boy. Nope.
She goes. Freddie goes.
Dang it. That
You
would
guys
have
all
been a
look
good
at each other and
lead.
go. Maybe. Maybe
Why
is
don't
the
you
answer.
ask the coroner?
Yeah, that'd probably be best. If we know what kind of tool was used, then we can figure out what could have happened. The
Right.
culprit was probably wearing gloves, so if there are rope burns, then one hand will be more lacerated than the other, depending.
And there was one glove missing.
It looked like
Yeah.
it was a wire, so it's probably a garrote. He'll give us cause of death, and I suspect that's what he's going to say.
Yeah. Well, let's see what he
He'll
says.
try and determine the murder weapon.
Alright.
So are you guys going to go visit the coroner?
Yeah, let's do that.
Eventually you discover where the corner place is, because you've never been to this police station. You just kind of want, you don't even know where your fucking desks are.
If this is like any of the other ones I've been to, I know where it is.
Oh, well, actually, you may have been in, I don't know if you've been in these bodies before. If you do, it's the same people.
I don't know. Well, it's up to you.
You got to keep track of the names.
Oh, no, the names? No, definitely not.
Okay, then yeah, it's a whole new thing. But it's easy enough to figure out where the coroner that services this precinct is, and then you go visit him. And yeah, you recognize him because he stopped by to pick up the body, and he goes, "Oh, hello. How can I help you, officers?"
We were just wondering if you could tell us what kind of weapon or item was used to strangle the victim. That was
Probably a garrote, cord garrote. Fortunately, they didn't use the a flexible cutting saw. Those are rather messy.
And you're rather messed up, aren't you?
What? My dear, you must know the various causes of death in order to be a good coroner. Otherwise, you wouldn't know. You'd just think maybe somebody used a sword or masticated their way partially through the throat, which has happened before. Remember the case of the
Yes,
singing
I would like
dog?
to stop you here.